Stop taking advice from women. I don't care if it's dating advice, marital advice, financial advice. Stop taking advice from women because they will always lead you astray. Believe me when I tell you, whenever a woman gives you advice, just throw it in the trash. Okay? Just pretend you didn't hear it because it's always going to hurt you more than help you. Okay, especially when it comes to dating advice. So many of you idiots are subscribed to these female dating coaches, these female wing girls, these female pickup artists who claim to have your best interests at heart when they don't. Okay, a lot of these girls too, even though they have these very catchy, very red pillish type topics, a lot of what they're promoting are blue pill values, blue pill idealisms. A lot of what they're promoting are feeding it right into the feminist machine, those feminist ideologies and blue pill values that are not going to help you as a man. The last thing you want to do is take advice from any of these female dating coaches, especially the ones I see on YouTube. I mean, these chicks, I couldn't believe how much money these girls are making. Some of these girls are making millions of dollars per year off of you idiots who are subscribed to their channel, buying their shitty products, listening to their crappy advice. And the reason why most of the guys are doing it, sadly, is because at the end of the rope, they're thinking they're going to have a shot to have sex with this girl who's teaching them. They're thinking they're going to have a shot to actually get the girl, the female dating coach. They're almost feeling like they're validating themselves by associating themselves with her. So I've never understood guys who, are subscribed to these female dating coaches and who actually listen to their advice. And I mean, because these chicks do not have your best interests at heart. As I tell you guys over and over, women only care about themselves. They are only looking out for themselves. They are not looking out for you. This includes all of the female dating coaches and wing girls and female pickup artists that you idiots are subscribed to on YouTube. So when it comes to advice, even beyond dating advice, financial advice, you're always going to be led astray. Okay, you're always going to be led astray. She is not, even if she doesn't have your best interest at heart, she's just going to give you bad advice, just not knowing any better. Okay, women are not logical, factual, or statistical like men are. If you want advice, you have to get advice from another man. Okay, and I know that sounds like ancient these days to say something like that. It sounds very 50s of you to say stuff like that, but it's true. You have to get advice from another man, and not just another man, but a man who actually has experience in the field that you need advice from. Okay, so if you need financial advice, real estate advice, investing advice, get it from another guy who is actually in that field and is actually successful at what he does. When it comes to buying homes, when it comes to investing, I do not take advice from women. I do not like to use female real estate agents. I don't have a single female real estate agent that I use, actually. I mean, I don't even advise women taking advice from other women, right? I don't advise that unless they're talking about things that have to do with female hygiene and periods and, that time of the month and things like that. Outside of that, I don't suggest women take advice from other females. Career advice, dating advice. If you're taking dating advice from another female and you're a woman, she will lead you astray. Let me tell you that right now. She will lead you astray. She will sabotage whatever you're trying to do. Literally, women are great sabotagers. If you've got yourself a great man, I've told women this on my channel before, if you found yourself a great man and you've got anybody in your ear, any of your female friends, any of your girlfriends, any of your female family members talking bad about your man and you're in love with him and they have anything negative to say about him, get away from those girls. Okay, get away from those girls because 9 out of 10 times, those girls who are talking bad about your man are single, miserable, and their entire goal with yapping in your ear is to pull you down. It's to pull you down with them so you are single too, because misery loves company. Okay, misery loves company. And I told this story in a previous coaching video about my ex-girlfriend from 2006. We had a great relationship. I would have married this girl. My old blue pill self would have married her. I loved her, I cared about her, but yet her best girlfriend, her best friend was always yapping in her ear. And then her auntie came along, started yapping in her ear. Like, I don't know about Matt. I don't think Matt's the right guy for you. when I was the most high value guy that she had dated up until that point, and still to this day because of what's happened to her. And she listened to those girls. They were single. And then guess what happened? She became single like them too. Became single and miserable. And now that chick is a single mom, has 2 kids from 2 different fathers, and can never lock down a high value male ever again. All because she listened to these girls. Listened to their advice. So you girls out there who are watching this, I'm telling you, your girlfriends do not have your best interests at heart. They are trying to sabotage you. They are trying to pull the rug out from underneath you, because just because they're miserable, they want to see you miserable too. Okay, so this advice not only goes for men, but it goes for women too. Do not take advice from other women. If you're buying a car, if you're buying real estate, if you're looking to invest your money, go find a man, a male, who knows what he's doing, knows what he's talking about, and hire him instead. Take his advice instead. Don't take another woman's advice. Because even a woman, like, say you're looking to invest your money, if that woman doesn't like you for any reason, and she could not know anything about you, she might never have met you in her life, she will try to sabotage you. Especially if you're another woman, she'll try to sabotage you. There's a reason why most women overwhelmingly prefer a male boss and not a female boss. Because you guys know how each other are. You know you're going to try to sabotage each other constantly, right? Besides the fact that a lot of you feel like you can manipulate men a lot more easier than you can manipulate women. But at the end of the day, you know how other women can be, especially in the workplace. So don't take advice from women there either, right? Because they're always going to steer you in the wrong direction, whether consciously or subconsciously. Especially if you're an attractive girl yourself and you're more attractive than that female is that you're taking advice from, believe me, she's going to try to sabotage you. She's going to sabotage you because she's thinking like, who does she think she is, right? And she's going to give you bad advice. Even women in my family, I've never taken their advice, and I just never will. Women I've been in long-term relationships with, I don't take their advice for anything. I don't listen to them. Sometimes they just yap. You know, you might have that too. Your girl, your wife, whatever, might yap away in your ear, trying to give you advice on something. It should just go in one ear and out the next. Okay? Because if you actually need a woman's advice, then you definitely need more male friends. You definitely need more male education. You definitely need to become more self-reliant, where you don't need to rely on females to tell you what to do. Okay? And this goes especially true for guys who were raised by single mothers in fatherless households. You know, you tend to identify more with your feminine than your masculine because of the environment you were raised in. You were raised by your mother and there was no dad around. It's easy to identify more with your feminine side than your masculine side. Okay, because you didn't have like a strong role model, a male role model in your life. And I noticed this common thread with guys who hate on this red pill stuff, guys who hate in my comment section, who like throw out personal attacks and childish insults and go on these temper tantrums and emotional tirades. You know, they act no different from women. And I always call these guys out. If I ever like happen to read any of the comments, I will always call them out. I'm like, oh, another product of a fatherless home raised by a single mother. I call that shit out like there's no tomorrow. And it's always true. It's always accurate. And these guys never have a comeback. They're like, oh, how did he know? How did he know? It's like, dude, you're acting like a woman. Your shaming tactics, your childish insults, your name calling, these are all typical of what women do. And if it's men doing it, shouldn't even call these guys men. If it's a male doing it, it's a dead giveaway that he was raised in a fatherless home by a single mother, because he is identifying more with his female side than his male side. Okay? Fortunately for me, I was raised in a 2-parent household. You know, my parents weren't perfect, but they stuck together. My dad was there the entire time. Okay? I had a strong male, alpha male role model in my life. My entire life, my dad was there. Okay? He was into cars. He fixed his own cars. He taught me how to change my own oil, how to work on my own cars. We bought muscle cars together and worked on them together. You know, so, I mean, he was like a man's man. Played sports, taught me how to play sports, taught me how to be athletic. taught me how to eat right, taught me how to lift weights, stuff like that, that a single mom could not teach you. So I had my dad there my entire life. Plus, I had him to discipline me whenever I stepped out of line. I think he went too far many times, because back when I was growing up and he was younger, he was in his late 20s and early 30s when I was a kid. I mean, he was pretty violent, you know? I mean, but back then, everybody, like if you're a kid from the 70s and 80s, you know your parents probably whooped you or belted you. But my dad was there to do those things. And because I had that male role model in my life, I've never identified, with that feminine side. If anything, if I ever did, it's because of the blue pill indoctrination I had gotten from movies, Hollywood, TV. Okay, this is why I tell you guys, I'm so against movies, Hollywood, and TV shows these days. So many guys, like, still, like, to this day, like, every other month, it's like a new movie comes out. Oh, Em, did you see the new Avengers movie is out? I'm like, dude, you realize that shit's, like, loaded with feminist propaganda. No, this one's fine. Marvel doesn't do that. I'm like, yeah, they do. They all do that. And, no, this movie will be fine. I'm like, dude, you realize all that blue pill shit that you can't let go of is because you can't stop watching movies, But it's a video for another topic. In any case, I was lucky to have my dad there growing up. For every 10 times you ask a woman for advice, no matter what it is, 9 out of 10 times you're going to get bad advice from her. Maybe that one time she'll give you something decent you can use. But 99% of the time, and I'm being generous, you're going to get horrible, horrible advice from a woman. Whether it be financial advice or especially dating advice. Never ever take advice from a woman, even your own mother. Okay, I'm including your own mom in this. I have a mom too, bless her heart, but I don't take advice from my mother either. Neither should you. Okay, you should be your own man. I mean, this includes guy friends too. Okay, so I don't want to just bag on women, but I mean, a lot of your guy friends are going to have shitty advice. Right? They're going to have shitty advice too. So you don't want to rely on them either. You want to seek out professionals or whoever you're looking to get advice from in whatever particular subject or area that you need help with. You want to find somebody who's actually doing exactly what you want to do, who's accomplished exactly what you want to accomplish. I have a great topic that I've done in the past called Fire Your Teachers, Hire Mentors Instead. And basically in that coaching video, I talked about how teachers are basically useless. They're basically these cowards hiding in a classroom behind a desk, and they're teaching students when they've never done it themselves. And basically in that coaching video, what I was saying to do is to go out there instead and find a mentor. So fire your teachers, hire a mentor instead. Because a mentor, unlike a teacher, is not hiding in a classroom, is not hiding behind a desk, but instead is actually out there doing things, accomplishing, making things happen in the area that you actually need help with, right? So recently I've been diving more into real estate investing. Do you think I'm gonna go sign up for a college class on real estate investing and listen to some jackass in a classroom hiding behind his desk teaching us about real estate investing? No, I'm gonna go out there and find a mentor. I'm gonna get on YouTube. I'm gonna find somebody who's actually doing it, and I'm gonna learn from that guy. Shout out Graham Stephan, right? And he's somebody that I would hire. Hey, if I want some more real estate investing help, I'd probably go to him. And this guy is like late 20s. I almost called him a kid. He's not a kid, but I mean, he's much younger than I am. He's in his late 20s, multi-millionaire from real estate investing, and he's just a successful guy, right? If I want real estate investing advice, I have the money to hire him. I'll hire him. Okay, I'm not gonna waste my time or money on a college class where I'm gonna listen to some teacher who doesn't own any real estate, who's teaching this stuff from a textbook. I'm gonna take advice from somebody who's actually doing it. And it's gonna be another man, not a woman, okay? Because I know there's some successful female real estate investors out there, but personally for me, knowing what I know, being red pill, I don't take advice from women. Okay, I just don't. Okay, I'm not saying that women can never give good advice. I mean, every once in a while, even the sun shines on a dog's ass, right? Every once in a while, even the Clippers can have a shot at winning the championship. Every once in a while, even the Cowboys have a chance of getting rid of Jason Garrett. Right? But am I going to rely on women just because every once in a while they give a piece of helpful advice? No, because 99% of the time, it's like I said, it's going to hurt you more than help you. I rather take advice from another man, and not just any man, but a man who is a professional and who is proficient in his field and knows what he's doing. The same reason why guys come to me to learn pickup, to learn game. They hire me because I'm one of the best out there, right? And I've been doing this my entire adult life. So I know this field. I know women. I know how to cold approach. I'm fearless. I'm not afraid of rejection. I've dated over 350 young, beautiful women. You know, I have all the credentials that I could possibly need to be a successful pickup artist coach, which I am. You know, I've obviously built a very successful business out of teaching guys game, right? But when it comes to real estate investing, you know, I mean, I'm comfortable with it, but I could learn more. I'm always up for learning more. If I'm going to take advice from anyone, it's going to be from another guy, and not just any guy, but a guy who's actually successful doing that. It's not going to be a teacher at a university or a community college. I'm not going to take a class. I'm going to find a mentor. Okay, and I'm gonna find other guys doing that stuff, and I'm gonna start hanging out with those guys and start picking their brain, right? And if there happens to be a woman in that group, great. I might listen to her a little bit just so I can like get her out with me, but I'm definitely not gonna take her advice. You know, I mean, if she has something useful to say, of course, obviously I'll listen, but I'm probably not gonna take her advice. And with that said, I'm gonna wrap this up. This is M. Don't forget to smash that like button below. Also, hit that notification bell up top so that you are notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video. More importantly, guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel. It's very, very important that you guys actually subscribe to my channel. It tells YouTube that you are digging my content, you're loving it, and you want me to produce more of it. So definitely make sure you subscribe to my channel as well. And for you guys who want to support my work, support my content, and all of this red pill knowledge that I'm teaching guys even further, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the hottest women on the planet. I'm talking 8s, 9s, and 10s. These are the exact same type of women that myself and my students are going out there and approaching and closing every single week. And I kid you not, every single week. And the best part about 7 Months to Mastery is all of the pickup skills and game and tactics that you're going to be learning in 7 Months to Mastery can be used not only to attract beautiful women into your life, but they can also be used to game the world. Okay, because as I teach my students, everything about life and human interaction is pickup. Do not kid yourself. Anytime you're interacting with another human, right, you're doing game, you're doing pickup. Anytime you're doing anything as simple as negotiating a car purchase, which I pointed out in my Range Rover, I saved $10,000 on this car in addition to all the other discounts that I got. I saved another 10 grand to the point where I could turn and make a 10 grand profit instantly if I wanted to. How was I able to do that? I was able to do it because I used the same skills that I use in pickup and game to buy my cars, to buy my houses, to get into better shape, to get 6-figure jobs in corporate America. As you guys know, I worked for a few Fortune 100 companies. I've been hired by several other companies offering me jobs that pay as high as $200,000, $250,000 a year, when there are much more qualified candidates out there. I've used these same skills that I've learned from pickup in my own life, okay, on myself. So you have to understand, these skills that you learn in 7 Months to Mastery are invaluable. They're priceless life skills that you can use to game the world, to own the world. And these are skills that you can also pass down to your sons. You can teach your sons these same exact skills. It's just so powerful. It's so powerful. And the first month is only $1. So if you want to get signed up for 7 Months to Mastery, just click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It only takes 2 seconds, so do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.
What's up, man?
Say hi.
Hey, this guy is the best. Everybody watching this guy is the best.
Take it easy. All right, kind of fits the video. I get recognized from YouTube.